Namaskar and Sitaram to everyone this morning. On behalf of the family, I welcome you all this morning here on this occasion of the Antyeshti Samskara. Antyeshti Samskara means, or the Antim Samskara, it means the last rite of an individual as per the Hindu tradition. There are 16 samskaras in the Hindu tradition, this being the last of the 16. From the standpoint of preconception till death, there are 16 samskaras. Not every individual are fortunate to have performed the 16 samskaras. This morning is the departure of an individual. But it's not just the death of an individual, but when we look at life in general, it's celebrating the life lived by an individual, celebrating the legacy left by an individual. A life lived is a legacy left behind. A purposeful life lived is an inspiration for eternity. Can anyone tell me what is the number one cause for death? Anyone in the audience? What is the number one cause for death? Only because we have taken birth, we have to die. If we did not take birth, we shall not die, or we will never die. The physical body we are speaking about. So the number one cause for death is birth. जो जन्म लेता है निश्चित ही मर जाता है. Whatever has taken birth, death is inevitable. None can escape it. It says in chapter 2, verse 27 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Jatasya hidro mrityuh dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Birth is inevitable for that which is died, and death is inevitable for that which has taken birth. Whatever is gained in time shall be lost in the passage of time. This physical body was gained in the passage of time. On a particular year, a month, date, hours, minutes, seconds, we were born into this world. Similarly, the time of death, minutes, hours, seconds, weeks, months, particular year, we shall depart from this world. Before we continue further, is that in between this ceremony, I will give a few explanations of certain things, and we'll have some bhajans in between, the eulogy, short message, and then we'll depart to go on the journey for the final rites at the cremation site of Shanti Tira. Okay, so take the load of water. Start from the side. Wash your hands, yeah. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yasvret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Bhantarshuchi Hari Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hari Om Tat Sat. Let him drink the water 3 times. Om Shri Keshavaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Madhavaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Narayana Namaha Swaha. Wash your hands again. All of them wash hands. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yasvret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Bhantarshuchi Hari Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hari Om Tat Sat. You also drink your water 3 times, both outer and inner purification. Om Shri Keshavaya Namaha. Om Shri Madhavaya Namaha. Om Shri Narayana Namaha. हस्तौ प्रक्षालनं गोविन्दाय नमः। ओम पवित्रेषु वैष्णव्यो सवितुर प्रसव उत्पुनाम्य छिद्रेण पवित्रेण सूर्यस्मरश्मिभिः तस्य ते पवित्रपदे पवित्रपूतस्य यत्काम पुनः तच्चकेयम्। Okay, ओम अथ तिलकम् ओम तिलकं च महत्पुण्यं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आपदाहर्ते नित्यं ललाटे हरिचन्दनम्। ओम तिलकं च महत्पुण्यं पवित्रं पापनाशनम् आपदाहर्ते नित्यं ललाटे हरिचन्दनम्। चन्दनं समर्पयामि। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। Everybody, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। Take a palm leaf, flowers, rice and black till. Rice and black till. Yeah. Flowers, take.
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जय जय सीताराम। Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Lord and Master, for giving me this opportunity to gather here on this occasion to chant and glorify your name. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu, बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए, जिनकी कुछ और अवलंबन नहीं, जिन्हीं चरना रखिए रखिए। इसकी अवगुण बहुत तेरी है, यही भरा क्षमा करिए करिए। हे भवसागर धरा बहुत गहरी, कोई ना यहाँ चाहिए चाहिए, श्री राम के नाम को ना बना, बिना परशुराम तरिए तरिए। हाँ दीन दयालु पिता तुम हो, दया भगवान करिए करिए। हाँ मोक्ष दया बिन होती नहीं, चाहे कोटि प्रबंधा करिए करिए। यहाँ मृतक जीवा को सुंदर हो गति, निज दस बना रखिए रखिए। कोई पुत्र तुम्हा करती विनती, निज धाम इसको चाहिए चाहिए। भजन से जय श्री कृष्णा, Lord and Master of this universe. Please listen to our humble request. For that one who has no other hope and support, kindly accept him at your lotus-like feet, Prabhu, even though his wrong may be on this occasion. Please forgive him. The currents of the waters of this world are very tumultuous and deep, and a boat is needed here to take us across, Lord. Give the refuge in your name, using with the trip may across be comfortably achieved, Prabhu. O merciful and compassionate Father, you are my beloved Father. Please have mercy on us, O Lord. Without your mercy, moksha, freedom from the cycle of birth and death, even though one make countless effort, it becomes impossible, Lord. O Lord, kindly take care of this departed soul. Be pleased to keep it as your servant, Lord. We, the children of yours, pray on its behalf. We beg, Prabhu, that you keep it with you.
Contemplation upon Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Vishnu. Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudratah Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangavata Kramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tatkatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidussurasura Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalaneyanam Yogi Virdhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanatham. Offer it flowers in a box. Ath Srimad Bhagavad Gita Dhyanam. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Ullara Vindayat Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipa Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapane Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogha Gopal Nandanaha Parthuvatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamritam Mahat. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Nilotpala Shalyagrahavati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula. Ashwatham Vikarna Ghor Makara Duryodhana Vartini Suttirna Karu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasharya Vachas Saroj Mamalam Gitartha Gandhotkatam Nana Khyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam लोके सज्जन षट्पदैर अहर अह पेपीयमानं मुदा भूया भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानंद माधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. In the Hindu tradition, the departure of someone, when an individual departs the physical world, one should leave with positive vibrations. Every sound uttered is a vibration. And if the sound that we utter is a vibration, may we all send that individual with positive vibrations. Hence the purpose of recitation of mantras, kirtanam and bhajanam. Please join together with me. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Bole Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki. Take the lotus of water again. You're going to sprinkle water on the entire body. Have the perfume prepared also. Om Adat Snanam Om Adya Amugotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritistane Shava Nimitta Snanam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Perfume. All of you will take the water also too. Each person take the water, sprinkle water. Perfume also too, each person. Om Adagandham Om Adyamo Gotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritistane Shava Nimittam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. Om Adagandham Om Adyamo Gotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritistane Shava Nimittam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam. take a chanda. Om Adashri Tilakam, Om Shri Tilakam, Chamatpunyam, Pavitram Papanashanam, Apadaharate Nityam, Lalate Harichandanam, Chandanam Samarpayami, Tilakam Samarpayami. One mala each now you take. Om Police Adha Pushpamalam Om Adyamo Gotrasya Mukhapretasya Mrtistane Shavad Nimittam Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. Life begins with the first breath, and life ends with the last breath. What takes place between the first breath and the last breath is what we call life. It may last for a year, 20 years, 50 years, 75 years, or even 100 years. It is not how long we have lived life, but rather how meaningful and how purposeful we have lived life. Many individuals have taken birth, but they have never understood the purpose of their existence on earth. It's not just about having an education, earning an income, having a family, having a home and the luxuries of life. That is part of our existence, but it's not everything in life. What is our relationship between ourselves, the universe, and the divine? Why am I here on earth? What is the purpose behind this existence? When we look at life and see how many individuals have come and gone, every home have lost a family member, be it a parent, be it a spouse, be it a child, be it some relative we have lost. At the end of the day, we see all these individuals departing one by one. And there's a beautiful question in which Yaksha in the Mahabharata asked Yudhishthira, the embodiment of dharma or righteousness. And the question was, what is the greatest mystery of life? Yudhishthira, having pondered upon the question, he responded by saying, the greatest mystery of life is the dying crying for the dead. I want you to listen to that statement. Every moment we are dying. If I am to ask you, are you getting older every day or are you going closer to your destination? How do you view it? Am I going closer to my destination or am I growing older? The older we grow, the closer we go. How many of us go through life and how many of us grow through life? When we understand that life has a greater implication, a greater message, a greater opportunity for all of us to understand that purpose and to fulfill it. When we are able to fulfill the purpose of our existence, we are brainwashed into believing that money is everything. Money is something, but not everything. I have met many billionaires and they are not happy, they are not contented. I have met many millionaires, they have more worries. I've met many paupers and they are contented. Always remain contented with whatever you have in life. खाली हाथों से आए और खाली हाथों से लौट जाएंगे. We came empty-handed and we shall depart empty-handed. While we are here and we are alive, enjoy what the world has to offer. But do not be attached to anything or anyone, because we all have to depart one day. And when we depart, my mother, my father, my spouse, my children, my friends, no one will accompany me on this journey of life. In this beautiful bhajan, it says, anyone who enters into the garden of your life, appreciate their presence. In a garden, there are so many flowers. If you touch the rose flower, if you touch the gainda flower, if you touch the tulsi leaf, what does it do? It shares its fragrance with you. Anyone who enters into the garden of your life, make sure their life becomes richer by your presence. It says, what will you leave when you depart from this world? What will the world remember? एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल. एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल. दूजे के होठों को देकर अपने गीत, कोई निशानी छोड़ फिर दुनिया से डोर. एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल. ला 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 ला. अनहोनी पथ में कांटे लाख बिछाए, होनी तो फिर भी बिछड़ा यार मिलाए. अनहोनी पथ में कांटे लाख बिछाए, होनी तो फिर भी बिछड़ा यार मिलाए. ये बिरहा ये दूरी दो पल की मजबूरी, फिर कोई दिलवाला काहे को घबराए. करम पंधारा जो बहती है मिलके रहती है, बहती धारा बन जा फिर दुनिया से डोर. एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल. ला 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 ला. पर्दे के पीछे बैठी सावल गोरी, थाम के तेरे मेरे मन की डोरी. पर्दे के पीछे बैठी सावल गोरी, थाम के तेरे मेरे मन की डोरी. ये डोरी ना छूटे ये बंधन ना टूटे, भोर होने वाली है अब रहना है थोड़ी. धर्म कम सर को झुकाए तू बैठा क्या है यार, गोरी से नैना जोर फिर दुनिया से डोर. एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल. ला 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 ला. ना हो बस में तेरे कुछ भी माना, तेरा कर्म है अपना धर्म निभाना. ना हो बस में तेरे कुछ भी माना, तेरा कर्म है अपना धर्म निभाना. फिर पीछे मत वाले सब सोचे जग वाले, आया था इस दुनिया में कोई मस्ताना, तरम पम सर को झुकाए तू बैठा क्या है यार, गोरी से नैना जोर फिर दुनिया से डोर, एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल, दूजे के होठों को देकर अपने गीत, कोई निशानी छोड़ फिर दुनिया से डोर, एक दिन बिक जाएगा माटी के मोल, जग में रह जाएंगे प्यारे तेरे बोल, ला 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 ला। एक दिन बिक जाएगा ये माटी के मोल, this body will come to perish one day, it will be sold one day, it will become food for another life form. And the Vedas it says jivo jivasya jivanam, this one form of life is food for another form of life, and this food cycle continues. We have eaten the plants, the fruits, the vegetables. When we die, if we die and we're not cremated and you are buried, how many worms eat us? How many insects? And when the worms and the insects die, what happens? They become manure for the soil, for other plants to survive on. The whole food cycle, it's all about that. And when we look at life, what will remain when we depart and go? Pyare tere bol, your words of wisdom, your words of inspiration, your words of encouragement. Now take the Aarti. Five times around. You go around the entire box 5 times. Om Adadipah Om Yamadware Mahagore Andhenartam Savrate Tatravalokanaarthaya Deepoyam Udishtitam Om Adyamo Gotrasya Mukhapretasya Mritisthane Shavanimittam Deepam Maya Tavopatishtitam Deepam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtitam. The rest of you now, police you can decide, the rest of you, all of you go together now, do explore 5 times around it. Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Govind Jai Jai Gopal 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 Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai Om Yamadware Mahagore सावृता तत्रावलोकनार्थाय दीपोऽयं प्रतिष्ठिताम् ॐ अद्यम गोत्रस्य मुखप्रेतस्य वृत्तिस्थाने शवनिमित्तं दीपं मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम्. Now you're going to take one pinda, put some black till in it, kush grass on the koa leaf. Om Adapinda Danam Om Adyamo Gotrasya Amukapretasya Madhisthane Shava Nimittam Eshate Pindo Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtatam. Place it into his right hand. Right. Now we shall have the eulogy. Shania.
Sit around, everyone. Thank you all for being here for Ajoda. Ajoda Persad Seenath was born on the 3rd of December 1966 to Seenath Davidine and Ramdisa Seenath. And within that time to now, we have been blessed and fortunate to experience him. To experience his joy and his charm, and to experience his humor and his personality. Members of the family, members of the community, and so many others will tell you that their fondest memory of Ajoda is that if you had a function, whether he had an invitation or not, he would be there, willing to assist. If it were prayers, Ajoda knew which leaves to bring and whose house he can get which flowers by. Personally, when I think of my experience with Ajoda, all the thoughts that flood include Ajoda with a big smile and open arms for the help, because that's how he was, caring, considerate, and always loving towards his family. Ajoda especially enjoyed being around children and making them laugh. We thank you for having to be able to grow up with you, for making us laugh and smile and teaching us how to make jokes and trouble each other. Your lightheartedness and positive energy will certainly be missed. Whilst Ajoda would have had his own pain and his own struggles, those around him would have rarely known that, because he chose to still be positive, to still wear a smile, and to still, even a couple days ago, hold your hand and say Om Namah Shivaya. He was a man of faith, man of love, and a man who let himself leave an impact on those whom he would have met. We thank you for giving us a bank of memories of which we will cherish forever. And though you could not have expressed all that you may have wanted to, we were able to learn from you nonetheless. We know that you are on your way to God and you are with your brothers and sisters in heaven. Your suffering is over. We pray that your journey is smooth and that your smile lights up the heavens, just as it has always lit up the places you were at. Ajoda, we love you. Rest peacefully. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you very much, Naya. I remember many years ago, having met Ajoda, we will make joke. And I said to him, when is your wedding? He said, Sunday. I said, where Dulhan? She said, she's in Canada, she'll come back tomorrow. And he took up his tasta and he played tasta for me. When time to go for puja now, Ajoda said he'll accompany me to blow Shank. When he took out a Shank and blew the first time, he said, okay, I'm feeling dizzy now, I'll go sit down right now. The fun times we had with Ajoda. We always had really good times. But this song says, never have I given someone a glass of water to quench their thirst when they were alive. Of what use is nectar when they die? Never have I lifted someone when they fell. Of what use is my tears when they die? If I cannot inspire someone when I'm alive, I cannot inspire you when I die. If you can't give me a flower when I'm alive, don't give it to me when I die, because I want to be able to appreciate it. Give it to me when I'm alive. You know why? I can express my appreciation to you for such a beautiful flower, for such a beautiful rose. The song says, कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बाद अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा? कभी गिरते हुए को उठाया नहीं, बाद आंसू बहाने से क्या फायदा? कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बाद अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा? मैं तो मंदिर गया, पूजा आरती की, पूजा करते हुए ये ख्याल आ गया। मैं तो मंदिर गया, पूजा आरती की, पूजा करते हुए ये ख्याल आ गया। कभी माँ बाप की सेवा की ही नहीं, सिर्फ पूजा के करने से क्या फायदा? कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बाद अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा? मैंने दान किए, मैंने जप तप किए, दान करते हुए ये ख्याल आ गया। कभी भूखे को भोजन खिलाया नहीं, सिर्फ दान लाखों के करने से क्या फायदा? कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं, बाद अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा? If you can do something for someone, don't wait tomorrow, do it today. And if you can do something for someone today, don't wait for later today. Do it immediately. You know why? Next moment, I may not be around, you may not be around. In life, we look at all the different aspects and see the beauty of family. Family is everything. And when you have your loved ones with you, there's nothing that can be compared with family togetherness and family love. And when we live a life in accordance with our dharma, in accordance with virtues, in accordance with principles and disciplines, life is the most beautiful experience. All of us, some of us, let me ask you a question. How many of you have love in your heart for God? Raise your hands. How many of you have love in your heart for God? Raise your hands. Okay, put down your hand. How many of you are lying? Raise your hands. I ask you the question again. I think of it. How many of you all have love for God? Raise your hands. I see less hands now. Something wrong somewhere. If you have love for God, there can be no space for hatred. Why do I hate my mother-in-law? And you love God? Can you imagine human beings? Human beings is the most beautiful creation, but the most cunning at the same time. Hence, let this life be the greatest opportunity to make my life a beautiful garden. And I can live in this beautiful garden of life. I don't worry who says anything about me. You say good, I'm known to the world. You say bad, I'm known to the world. What's the problem? You speak me, you speak of me good, you praise me, you dishonor me. It has nothing to do with me. You know why? Don't allow the praise and insults of others to guide your life. You live a life in accordance with your dharma, and you have nothing to worry about. You cannot please anyone in this world, and don't ever try to. Don't ever try to. You know why? You're trying to please everyone and you're not pleased. How can you enjoy life? You live life in such a manner that when you leave and go, it says, Tulsidas ji, Kabira, jab hum paida hue, jag hase hum roye, aisi karni kar chalo, hum hase jag roye. It says, a life in such a manner, when I took birth in this world, the entire world rejoiced and they were happy and smiling. I alone cried. I've lived such a life that when I depart this world, I alone smile and glow, and the world cries. What are you crying for? For this body? This body is only a combination of 5 elements. Space, wind, fire, water, and earth. And all these elements are eternal. What are you crying for? The memories? Memories will come and go. Learn to love unconditionally. When there is love in your heart unconditionally, you can never entertain or never have a space for hatred for anything or for anyone. And let me ask you another question. If you say you hate your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your son, your daughter, your whoever it may be, that person you hate is God's creation. How can you hate the creation of the Creator? If you hate the creation of the Creator, then you hate the Creator Himself. How can you have love and hatred at the same time? And this beautiful song says here, I have gone to the halls of prayer. I have gone to perform Aarti and Puja. But while performing Aarti and Puja, ek khayal aa gaya hai. A thought came to my mind, an idea, a gesture, a feeling comes to my mind. What is that? Kabhi maa baap ki seva ki nahi. Never have I rendered service to my mother and father when they were alive. What is the purpose of my tears when they die? I want you all to be human. I want you all to be human. You know why? We have lost the touch of humanity in us. Long time when we were walking the road, you dare not speak loud for the neighbors to hear. And if by chance you make a mistake, the neighbor could beat you. And when you come home, your parents beat you again. Today you walk the road and your neighbor watch you. What are you watching me for? See the difference? We have lost the touch of humanity. In spite of all of our accomplishments in life, we have lost the touch of humanity. Ask yourself, is this the purpose of life? In the Bhagavad Gita, chapters 2, verse 20, Bhagavan Krishna says, न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Only the body takes birth. The Atman, the soul, the energy, the consciousness, the divinity can never take birth. And if there is no birth, there is no death. If there is birth, there is death. The body has taken birth, the body will die. The Atman, the soul, the energy, the consciousness has never taken birth. It can never die. What are we grieving for in life? When we understand the purpose, we'll appreciate this one. Please come back to me, the one who has departed and gone. If you find a time, please return to me. This is my call to you. लौट के आ, लौट के आ, लौट के आ, लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं. लौट के आजा मेरे मीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं. मेरा सूना पड़ा रे संगीत, मेरा सूना पड़ा रे संगीत, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं. लौट के आजा मेरे मीत. एक पल है हंसना, एक पल है रोना, कैसा है जीवन का खेला। एक पल है मिलना, एक पल बिछड़ना, दुनिया है 2 दिन का मेला। ये घड़ी न जाएगी, तुझे मेरे गीत बुलाते हैं। आ लौट के आजा मेरे। एक पल है हंसना, एक पल है रोना, एक पल है मिलना, एक पल बिछड़ना। One moment we smile, only for a moment we cry. एक पल है मिलना, only for a moment we come together as a family. एक पल बिछड़ना, only for a moment we are separated. These are not film songs, but they are philosophy that happens to be in a film. And if you understand the language, you'll understand deeper essence of such songs. Oh beloved friend, the one who has departed and gone, will you ever return to me in my life? As a son, as a brother, as a father, as a mother, as a spouse, as anyone in life. But we have to understand, when the time comes, we all have to depart and go. With this, we will continue with the next part of the ceremony. And we'll have 1 or 2 bhajans while I'm doing the other part of the ceremony. Then after, we'll have the viewing of the body. So what we're going to do is have the immediate family come first to view the body. Then we'll take this side, you come around, you go back, then that side, then this side, and then you go back to your respective space. Please observe the protocols. Some will say, I'm not observing protocol because I don't have on my mask. I'm away from most of you all, so it's okay. But if I'm close with you all, I will put on my mask. Okay, please observe the protocol. Be very respectful about the whole scenario. Okay, so I'm going to do the next part of the ceremony here, where we'll have a bhajan or 2.
श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय। माटी कहे कुमार से, तू क्या रोंगे मोहे, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रूंगी तू ही, मैं रूंगी तू ही। हम माटी कहे कुम्हार से, तू क्या रोंगे मोही, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रूंगी तू ही। आए हैं सो जाएंगे राजा रंग फकीर, आई है सो जाएंगे राजा रंग फकीर। एक सिंहासन चहर चले, एक बंद जंजीर। माटी कहे कुम्हार से, तू क्या रोंगे मोही, हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोंगी तू ही। दुर्बल को न सताए, जाकी मोती हाय, दुर्बल को न सताए, जाकी मोती हाय। बिन जीव की काल से लोहा भस्म हो जाए, बिन जीव की काल से लोहा भस्म हो जाए। माटी कहे कुम्हार से, तू क्या रोंगे मोहे, हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रूंगी तू हुई। चलती चाकी देख के दिया कबीरा रोई, चलती चाकी देख के दिया कबीरा रोई। 2 पत्थर की बीच में बाकी बचन कोई, 2 पत्थर की बीच में बाकी बचन कोई। माटी कहे तुम्हार से, तू क्या रोंगे मोही, हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोंगी तू ही। दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में काहे न कोई। दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में काहे न कोई। साईं सुमिरन करे जो दुख काहे न होई। माठी कहे तुम्हार से तू क्या रोंगे मोही। हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोंगी तू ही। पाठ टूट डल से ले गाए पवन ढाई। पाठ टूट डल से ले गाए पवन होई। अब के बिछड़े कमी मिलेंगे डोर परेंगे जाई। अब के बिछड़े कब मिलेंगे डोर परेंगे जाई। माठी कहे कुम्हार से तू क्या रोंगे मोही। हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोंगी तू ही। कबीर आपत गाए और न तगे कोई। कबीर आपत गाए और न तगे कोई। आप तगे सुख आप जी आप तगे दुख होई। आप तगे सुख आप जी और तगे दुख होई। हाँ माटी कहे तुम्हार से तू क्या रोंगे मोही। हाँ एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोंगी तू ही। एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोंगी तू ही। श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय।
At this point in time, we'll have the immediate family coming first to view the body, offer the flowers and Aarti and Chandan. Not everybody can do Aarti. If you do Aarti, all of us, it will take a long time. So only the immediate family. After which, when we finish with the immediate family, then all on this side, then here. And while we are having this, while we are having the viewing and the Aarti and so on, we'll have a few bhajans again. Ramesh bhai? Yeah, please come. And one thing I must say, this is the first funeral I have been to where the audience is so disciplined. You know, sometimes you go all over the place, and those who don't stay inside because it's accommodation, they stay on the outside. Some people talk in between both inside and outside. This is the most disciplined audience I've ever experienced in a funeral ceremony. Thank you very much for your discipline. Ramesh bhai? यहाँ पे आ जाओ।
कंसोलो से वृंदावन कृष्ण भगवान की जय। सीताराम देवती। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। जन्म जन्म की प्यास हमारी। जन्म जन्म की प्यास हमारी। तू ही बुझावन हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। दान न दीना ध्यान न कीना। दान न दीना ध्यान न कीना। कैसे होए पार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। हरिद्वार गंगा और काशी। हरिद्वार गंगा और काशी। देख न एक बार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार हे मनवा। ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। सब तीरथ है प्रभु चरणन में सब तीरथ है, प्रभु चरणन में शालिग्राम बलिहार। हे मनवा ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार, ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। हे मनवा ले चल प्रभु जी के द्वार। वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण भगवान की
इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर तब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंदा नाम लेखे तब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का बन की वट हो, श्री गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का बन की वट हो, मेरा सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। पीतंबरी कसी हो, जभी मन में बसे हो, पीतंबरी कसे हो, जभी मन में बसे हो, होठों पे कुछ कसे हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। उस वक्त जल दे आना, नहीं शायम भोला जाना। उस वक्त जल दे आना, नहीं शायम भोला जाना। राधे को साथ आना, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब कंठ प्राण आए, कोई रोक ना सताइए। जब खंत प्राण आए, कोई रोक ना सताइए। यमदस ना दिखाइए, जब प्राण तन से निकले। The bhajan says, my preceptor, my spiritual teacher, when my life part from this mortal body, chant for me the glories of Lord Krishna. Let my destiny be upon the bank of the holy river Ganges, or the departed soul. It says, one is fortunate to be blessed by the Lord of Vrindavan, and placing the holy basil leaf into one's dead body. The all-merciful Lord stands with his melodious flute, his feet slantly posed. Upon his head he wears his beautiful crown, embedded upon his face the cycle of birth and also death, which is not hidden from one knowledge. We pray, O Lord, at this moment of death, please fulfill thee, fulfill my cause, Prabhu. Please do not forget me. Play me the flute of heavenly acceptance, Lord. When the angel of death approaches, do not allow me to suffer in pain and agony. Avoid me from the punishment of hell.
Everybody. Assalamu alaikum. A pleasant visit to everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम बचमन प्यारे सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम बचमन प्यारे सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम ऊंचा नीचा ऐसा नाम सबको सन्मत दे भगवान ऊंचा नीचा ऐसा नाम सबको सन्मत दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम तीर्थ पावन सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय घनश्याम हाजिरी बदन सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय घनश्याम हाजिरी बदन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम तीर्थ पावन सीताराम राम राम राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम राम राम राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम अयोध्या श्री राम राम दशरथ नंदन राम अयोध्या श्री राम राम दशरथ नंदन राम पतित पावन जीवन पतित पावन जीवन सीता मोहन राम पतित पावन जानिक जीवन सीता मोहन राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम 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 श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय
राम नाम रटते रहो जब तक घट में प्राण, कभी तो दीन दयाल के भनक पड़ेगी काम। आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा। The day will come when the divine will call upon all of us. And when we are called, we have to leave everything and go. छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा. My spouse, my house, my children, my parents, my friends and family, I will all go alone. आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा। आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा। नाम हरि का जप ले बंदे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा रे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा रे। नाम हरि का जप ले बंदे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा रे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। तू कहता है मेरी काया, काया का गुमान क्या, चांद सा सुंदर ये तन तेरा मिट्टी में मिल जाएगा, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। नाम हरि का जप ले बंदे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा रे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। वहां से क्या तू लाया बंदे, यहाँ से क्या ले जाएंगे, मुट्ठी बांध के आया जग में, हाथ पसारे जाएगा, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। नाम हरि का जप ले बंदे, नाम हरि का जप ले बंदे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा रे, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। जपना है सो जप ले बंदे, आखिर तो मिट जाएगा। जपना है सो जप ले बंदे, आखिर तो मिट जाएगा। कहत कबीर सुनो भई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भई साधो, करनी का फल पाएगा, करनी का फल पाएगा। आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा। बालापन में खेलिया खाया, आई जवानी मस्त रहा, बूढ़ापन में रोग सताए, खाट पड़ा पछताएगा, फिर पीछे पछताएगा। आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा, छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंची क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंची क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए तेरा। I want to hear the audience. तेरा दर्द न पिंजरे के पंछी, तेरा दर्द न जाने। बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोए रे, तेरा चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है बदले, कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। Everyone has viewed the body? Right, so we can now take leave now. So let's get final. Right. So we're going to lift the body and take it at the gateway, at the entrance there. We'll do one part of the ceremony there, then we place it into the hearse, and we go down to the cremation site for the cremation.
This take a when you pick it up, just be careful. We have come also.
2倍本食います。
सूर्यं चक्षुर्गच्छतु वातम् आत्माद्यां च गच्छ पृथिवी च कर्मणा होवा गच्छ यति तत्तते इदम् ओषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीरैः ॐ पञ्चतत्त्व शान्ति भवतु। Take the camphor, the Kowali. Yeah, take Kowali. Camphor Kowali. Yeah. Take Kowali. What is it? Matches. Three matches. Yeah. Like this. आत्माद्यां च गच्छ कर्मणा होवा गच्छ यदि तत्प्रतिष्ठितं ओषधीषु शरीरैः ॐ पञ्चतत्त्व शान्ति भवतु। Right hand. Working the 4. Very well. Four direction, east, west, north and south. Come west. Come in. Over the water. One pinda on the lead, two trees and dactyl and the food grass. Right hand. Om Atapinda Dana. Om Adyamu Gotrasya Mukhapritasya Chature Khechara Nimitta Isha Pindo Maya Dhyate Tavopatishtatam. Yeah. No. Let's go here. Go right. Om Tilanjalam Maya Dhyate Tavopatitam. Right. Pretty close everything.
Holy cloth. I want to say. Holy cloth.
Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Come, take the one in again. Really. Oh, ada pinda nanam. Oh, adhyamo gotra sivasve satya sakhanto Budanamna nimittam Ruddha Daivato va Ishute Pindo Maya Dhyate Tavopatishtatam. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. Om Suryam Chakrakartu Vatam Atmadhyam Chakrakartu Varmana Apova Gachas Jadita Sakti Tam Ushadi Pratishta Sharirai Panchatattva Shanti Bhavatu. Next one. Also, 最往内里看，从这块也是很多方面，从这里，就是水去，是在，就是去的马场去， राम नाम ओम सूर्यं चक्षुर्गच्छतु वातम् आत्मध्यां च गच्छ पृथिवीं च धर्मणा अपोवा गच्छ यति तत्र ते हितम् ओषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीरैः पञ्चतत्त्वशान्ति भवतु This one, because it, yeah, so this will not open any pin that is. You got a pin that. Put in the 4. Yeah. You got a one? 4 pieces. No pen that is open there, right? Take the hand. No pen that is open there. Fully close them on the side. Right. Okay. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam.
Water.
Yes, before you come in.
The goalies are after.
Surya Chakra. सूर्यं चक्र गच्छतु वातम् आत्मध्यां च गच्छ पृथिवी च धर्मणा अपोवा गच्छयति तत्ते तम् ओषधीषु प्रतिष्ठाः शरीरैः ओम पंचतत्त्व शान्ति भवतु
no.
We leave everything. Yeah. Om Atapinda Dana Om Adhyamo Gotrasya Pretasya Shavahasti Sadhaka Nimittam Preta Devato Va Ishate Pindo Maya Dhyate Tavopatishtatam. Right. Kalash. Nostrils, both eyes, mouth. Heavy candle stick, right? Take out the plastic. I'll do both. So what they want to do. Right. You all want to remove the flowers? Yeah. Right, you take all the tea, all the sugar, all the rice, everything. Already and that morning chest region. Take out here, all the perfume, everything. And beautiful perfume. Wait up.
Can you please in front? Lakan. Bring up in front. Yeah. Put in front. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Look.
काहे तू आया जग में क्या तुझको करना नेकी करम कर ले दुनिया से डरना काहे तू आया जग में क्या तुझको करना नेकी करम कर ले दुनिया से डरना पाप की अगन में खुद को काहे को ढकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला दो दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला दो दिन का मेला Wait for a second. You can close. Straight side.
Look at that coming up. Yeah.
Matches?
Yeah, right?
Police
Keep your hand in my pocket then.
Yeah.
Very much.
Om अंदर जो करने ये बोले ओम अयोध्या मुद्रा माया काशी कांची अवंतिका पूरी द्वारवती ज्ञेया सप्त कामोक्षदायिका ओम सप्त धाम स्थिरो भवतु भवन्तु ओम प्रव्यासग्निं प्रहणोमि पूर्वं यमाग्न्यो गच्छतु त्रिप्रवहाः इहैवाय वयं स्थिरो जातवेदा देवेभ्यो हव्यं करोतु प्रजानन् स्वाहा ओम पति स्वाहा ओम लोहिताय स्वाहा ओम मेदुभ्यः स्वाहा ओम मांसेभ्यः स्वाहा ओम स्नायुभ्यः स्वाहा ओम अस्तभ्यः स्वाहा ओम रेतसे स्वाहा ओम पायवे स्वाहा ओम आयासाय स्वाहा ओम प्रायासाय स्वाहा ओम सम्यासाय स्वाहा ओम व्यासाय स्वाहा ओम व्यासाय स्वाहा स्वाहा ओम धर्माय स्वाहा ओम निष्कृत्यै स्वाहा ओम प्रायश्चित्यै स्वाहा ओम भेषजाय स्वाहा ओम यमाय स्वाहा ओम अंतकाय स्वाहा ओम मृत्यवे स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्महत्याय स्वाहा ओम श्री विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यः स्वाहा ओम द्यावा पृथिवीभ्यां स्वाहा Next step you'll take now. Five opens, right? Om Pritavahaya Swaha. Om Pritasathaya Swaha. Om here with the light glotter and you go around 5 times. Each time you come back, you touch the cloth to the fire again and go around as fast as possible. And leave his stick aside.
Bottom.
Right, if you will come back. सूर्यं चक्षुर्गच्छतु वातम् आत्मजां च गच्छति च कर्मणा अपोवास गच्छयति तत्र ते तम ओषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीरैः ॐ अवसृज पुनरग्निपितृभ्यो यस्य आहुतश्चरति स्वधाभिः आयुर्वसान स्वमीषु शीघ्र गच्छतां सन्वाजातवेदः
Next walk